Wolf attacks? Ghosts? Breachman raids? I'm getting out of this town.
Careful not to disturb the fish, stranger. Hard enough to catch them as is. And even when I manage, they get stolen anyway. I'm sick of feeding thieves. I can barely feed my family. Yes, that's mine. Ugh, smells awful. Looks like something may have swallowed it. I guess that was the point, eh? Where did you find it? I'd hoped it was a wild animal. I'm sorry for whoever it was, but I didn't have a choice. My family is the most important thing to me. I won't let them starve or some thief makes off with a full belly. Yes, I do. Thanks to you. You've likely ensured my family will survive the winter. Thank you. Here, take this. I know it's not much, but I can't let you walk away empty-handed. Thanks again, friend. You've given me a sliver of hope in these dark times. I can't wait to get out on the water again. I'm much more inclined to fish now that I know I get to keep what I catch. Well, now that I know what the problem is, I've got an advantage. Smartest thing to do would be to save up some more money and do my best to safeguard my wares. Provided the fish keep biting, at least.
Wolves of ice and bone attacked Brune, my lady, and he saw ghosts.
Ghosts? Nonsense. Get him to the inn and I'll do what I can.
Lucky Mog passed along your message. I would have hated to miss all this mud.
Why does the Princess of Solitude grace my humble hall with her royal presence? Are you here on behalf of the High King?
I've come to warn you, Jarl Redharn.
Warn me? I already received orders from your father. What more is there to say?
Orders? Right. But you need to prepare the hold's defenses.
And what must we defend ourselves against this time? More urns and fetishes?
Please, Jarl Redharn, let my friend explain. The threat to our holds is worse than you can imagine.
You're not the subject of this realm, and that woman with you. She's the giantess of the East. The High King warned us to beware of packed spies. If Princess Svana trusts you, however, you have my ear. Tell me about this threat. We're not Daedra worshippers. Our blood's hot enough to boil a blizzard. We've got more pressing concerns than some northern squall. We received Svargrim's orders, promptly ignored them, and immediately ran afoul of a gaggle of reachmen. The High King sent a royal decree, said to leave any strange objects or fetishes we spotted around the hold alone. They were dangerous, he said. Just so happens we found a few. I had my soldiers destroy them. That's when we encountered the reachmen. The barbarians reacted poorly when we destroyed the strange witch sticks. We beat them back and chased them into the nearby barrow. But that was the last I heard from my soldiers. Since you dealt with this before, would you investigate the barrow? If I were a few years younger and had more soldiers to spare, I'd march east to the Morthal Barrow and deal with the sorceress nonsense myself. But I'm not. I don't. And I have other responsibilities. Take this key. It will get you into the barrow. They were tall, ugly things, covered in strange runes, fetishes, and a poultice that smelled like rotting fungus. They had been set up around the town. My soldiers assumed they'd find one at the barrow, but instead they sent word of the Reachman. Really? Last I heard, the princess was more interested in... No, I won't indulge in idle gossip. Svana carries herself well. Not with the grace of her mother, but she has the swagger of a warrior. I wish I could say the same about my daughter. She was taken from us 5 years ago. If I had pushed her harder, she might have had the strength to survive. Daughters are a father's greatest weakness. Enough troubles of the past. We have the present to concern ourselves with.
My favorite part of coming to this inn is the strangers trying to talk to me. It's great. Never gets old. What do you want? Glad to hear Erolf is still above ground. I thought his obsession had finally killed him. Yeah, I saw the Pale Man. My sister and I were ranging far north of Solitude, out along the coast. That night, we made camp with a plan to head back at dawn. Late after I fell asleep, Merlith's scream woke me. I rushed out of the tent and saw it stalking away carrying her. Her neck was twisted, backward. I gave chase, but it was quick, slipped into the shadows without a trail. Taller than any man I've seen, but thin, like a draugr. So I know it wasn't a giant. And paler than a belly of a cave fish. Look, Merlith and I never really liked each other, so I don't care if you find it. But hopefully this helps Erolf. I've known old Erolf for a long time. I thought he was frost-touched, but I was wrong. That thing, whatever it is real, and it murdered my sister. I wonder how many other old stories that I ignored over the years are true. He used to frequent the Inns of Solitude, begging for someone to join his hunt. Just another madman, we thought. Maybe if I'd listened to him back then, we could have found the Pale Man together. Then Merlith would still be alive.